Hello, I'm Jared Dunn, State School Fund Coordinator. Welcome to the State School Fund Beyond Basics video series. In this video, we're going to be taking a look at the State School Fund Estimator tool. So when you go to the link there at the top of the left of the screen, it will open a Google Sheet that looks like this. So at the bottom there are prior year tabs, and we add a new tab each year. At the top of the sheet, there's a note that says to download the file for editing access. So once you download this file, it's yours. You can update it as much as you need or want to. This is the section of the document you will be editing. We recommend pulling your latest estimate and the latest ADMW breakout report and plugging in the numbers from those documents. The blue boxes will come from the ADMW breakout report. And remember, if you have a charter school, you need to add in their data as well. The green boxes will come from the estimate. The pink box is the funding ratio, which is listed on the first page of the estimates, also called the assumptions page. You already know that if you watch the State School Fund Basics series. The funding ratio is also listed in the general purpose box on the district estimates, and that's the one you should use because it does show more decimal places in the ratio than the assumptions page does. The general purpose grant, total formula revenue, and state school fund grant amounts should match. Once you verify the tool is working correctly, you can make any changes to the data points that you want to see how your totals change. Please keep in mind that significant changes to statewide ADMW will have an impact on each district's state school fund grant. Also, please remember that this is an estimation tool, and you should always review your new estimates when they are released. This is the link for the estimator tool. Remember to download a copy of the sheet before you start using it. It's a good idea to check the link each year to get the most up-to-date version of the tool. If you're a business manager, you know even before the first estimates of the new biennium is out, your superintendent has to come to your office and ask, hey, what's our state school fund look like for next year? If this hasn't happened to you yet, it will. So here's a quick back of the napkin way to get in the ballpark with your state school fund grant. Remember, the state talks about state school fund funding in a per biennium, so for both years. And remember that we split it 49 and 51. So 49% for the first year, 51% for the second year. So to do a calculation, every $1 million that gets added or subtracted to the state school fund total represents roughly about $1.50 per ADMW. It's $1.43 for districts and 7 for FDs. So if $1 million represents $1.50 per ADMW and $100 million is added to the state school fund, $49 million would be added in year one and $51 million would be added in year two. So 49 multiplied by $1.50 equals $73.50. So you could say that if $100 million is added to the biennium, the first year would increase your per ADMW rate about $73. So currently the state per ADMW estimates for 25-26 is about $11,162. So if you add $73 per your per ADMW number, and then you multiply that by your projected ADMW, you get a rough general purpose grant amount. Now keep in mind the general purpose grant does not account for the transportation grant or for local revenue. So add in your transportation grant reimbursement total, subtract out your local revenue, and then you'll have the state school fund grant amount, roughly. Thank you for watching the State School Fund Beyond Basics Estimator Tool Training. I hope it was beneficial. If you have any questions, please reach out to me or to the State School Fund Program Manager, Vanessa Clark. Thanks.